Quiet Room 11. Happy Friday. I'm testing my iPad stand that I'm hoping to use to do a few directed draws. I think I might have mentioned that before. It arrived and I am liking it. It's a little bit awkward. It's definitely not like the dot cam. It's a little bit strange to get adjusted to, but it's okay. I'm going to quickly go over what your tasks are for the day. So today's Friday, March 27th, 2020. So your first task, well, you can do this in any order, obviously, but your writing task for today is to choose something under the E on page 1. And one that I really liked, I'm going to flip this over really quick. One that I really liked was the one that was talking about somebody that you respect. So it says this can be someone you know or someone you have learned about. Write a paper about this person. And again, this does not have to be a 5-paragraph essay. If you're somebody who loves to write or wants to challenge themselves, please go for it. If possible, I would love to read anything that you write. So if you want your parents to send a picture, or if you want to type it up on Google Classroom, if that's something that you're able to do, I would love that. I would love to see what you're writing and working on. Anyway, so back to that. So choose one of those under the E, and then there are main idea task cards. So we've done these in our class, but obviously we typically were doing them as they were around the room, so you had to wander around. I guess if your parents allow you to, you could put them up around your own house if you really wanted to, or you can just do them right out of the packet. That's fine. So you'll do those main idea task cards, and then you'll complete all of the questions. And then your math piece is solving multi-step problems, which is page 16, which I'll do an example for you. And then 20 minutes of physical activity, and then 20 minutes of iReady Math. And just don't forget to keep reading. I did give you a book for that very purpose, just in case, because I know a lot of you don't have books at home, or there are already books that you've read. So that's an option for you as well. But just keep reading, keep practicing math facts. There are a lot of apps, and just even if you have some written down on a piece of paper, always good to keep those fresh in your mind. All right, so I'm going to go over one of the math problems. So these are multi-step problems, so that means you have to do, again, multiple things to find the answer. So we're going to do just number 1 today. It says Tasha spends 25 minutes reading on Wednesday night. She spends 17 more minutes reading on Thursday than she did on Wednesday. Write and solve an equation to find out how many minutes Tasha spent reading on Wednesday and Thursday nights. So I do recognize this one from one that I used in a quiz, and we have to be careful because it says Wednesday she spent 25. So remember how we wrote it down? We wrote W was 25, and then it says she spent 17 more reading on Thursday than she did on Wednesday. So that doesn't mean she only read 17 minutes. It means that on Thursday she read 17 plus 25 because she read 17 more minutes on Thursday than she did on Wednesday. So that's kind of a tricky one, so I have to be careful and make sure that we're reading the directions very clearly. So we could use our little parentheses again, because remember, anything inside those parentheses we are going to note that those are together. So it would be 17 plus 25, and again, you don't have to try to guess. You can stack it just like that, because we know that 7 plus 5 is 12. We can carry our 1 over there, and then 1 plus 1 plus 2 obviously is 4. We can write that down here. So then it becomes 25 plus 42, and there's 25 plus 42 if you are a stacker. And when we review our addition and subtraction, I'm going to review something that we went over very briefly, just a different way to add things together for those who struggle a little bit still with carrying over or remembering to carry over. And I know that was a problem that we had, and that's okay, because this is time for review and time for practicing that. So then 25 plus 42, so 5 plus 2 we know is 7, and then 2 plus 4, which remember we should know that the 2 and the 4 actually stand for 20 and 40. So the 2 plus 4, or 20 plus 40, it gives us 60, so that's 67. So Tasha spent 67 minutes reading, and that, as we know, is over an hour. Anyway, the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5, and then number 5 says, how can you estimate to check one of your answers? remember when we estimate, we are finding numbers that work compatibly together. So like you could round in order to solve that. So just don't think too hard about that question. Question number 5, just try your best on number 2, 3, and 4. And if you have questions, I am available. Have your parents send me an email or a message and I can walk you through it. I'm not going to read another chapter today. I probably will record a few over the weekend so then I can schedule them to be released on random days next week. I just got to get Sophia a little bit caught up on her work and just some things around the house, so I'm not going to record another chapter of Series of Unfortunate Events. However, I think she and I are going to do a little directed draw for y'all later. So I hope that you have a great Friday and enjoy the weekend. Keep washing your hands, be nice to your parents and your siblings, and just have a great Friday. I miss you all. This is, again, I've said it before, but this is not the best way, most enjoyable way for me to teach, and I'm struggling with it a little bit just because I miss you guys. I miss seeing your faces every day. Next week I'm hoping to get Zoom going so then I can have like select groups of students each day kind of talk with me, because I know we have 37 kids in our class and it'll be really hard for us to all talk at the same time. So I'm going to try and set that up. Because Clovis Unified has been really great about getting these programs for us to be able to chit chat with each other and just for you to ask questions and talk about your life. Just don't forget that if you're able to, there is that Flipgrid that I set up. It's on Google Classroom. If you're unsure about, unsure or haven't seen it or anything, it's there. Other than that, have a great day.